Guys, it's happy time for me because I'm about to start gardening. I'm a little late. Usually I have seeds in the ground and have my soil prepared the first part of March, but it's been so crazy. The weather's been crazy, and with Corona and all of this, it's just been crazy, so I'm getting a late start. But I'm doing something a little different this year other than starting late. I picked up some seeds from the Dollar Tree. Beans, cucumbers, tomatoes, and flowers. I've never used seed from Dollar Tree. I usually get my seed from Home Depot, Lowe's, and sometimes Tractor Supply, and they're the good seeds because I think good seeds matter. But this time I want to try something a little different. So right now I'm sorting my seeds. I'm going to try watermelon again this year. Of course, my favorite turnip green, purple tops and 7 tops. So I've got a lot of seeds. Here are my seeds. And my herbs. I'm gonna, of course, do sunflowers again. But if you've seen pictures of my sunflowers are gigantic. They are beautiful and they last a long time. But one thing you don't know is every year I use my own seed that I harvest from the previous year. So I'm not interested in buying any sunflower seeds. I like to just continue to harvest and use my own seed. I'm also planting, not today, but next week, I am putting out my, here we go, putting out my tomatoes. I have these grape tomatoes, which, believe it or not, I plant for my dog. If I plant these and let her pick from these, then she'll leave my other tomatoes alone. And I'm also planting peppers, but I'll do these next week. And why next week? Because I want to give them a little food and a little nourishment before I put them in the ground. And also, I'm not finished preparing my soil. This is what I use to kill bugs, bad bugs, in my garden. And I also use crushed eggshells. So we collect eggshells here, and then I have my friends saving their eggshells. And then once I get all of the eggshells, I'll put them in the oven and bake them for a little while, just so I don't put salmonella or something like that in my garden. And once I get those baked, then I crush them in the blender and then with a rolling pin to get them fine. But we'll discover that later on. And I also save my coffee grounds. And I have my friends saving coffee grounds also. So I put that in my garden. So we've got crushed eggshells and coffee grounds. And I also put crushed red pepper in my soil also. I work all of that in addition to Epsom salt, plain Epsom salt, not the lavender or the cucumber, just plain Epsom salt. And that also nourishes my soil. I'm not a professional, but I've been gardening for about 5 years, and I know what works for me. Unlike my son, who is a horticulturist that graduated from UT. Come on over. He knows a little bit more. I guess you could call him a professional gardener. But me, I know what works for me. And this is my son, Galen. And he's also going to help me garden. And he's been helping me since he graduated and started helping out in the garden. So let's get started.